Namaste. Good morning to all of you, dear brothers and sisters. It is fantastic to be here, for all of us to be together. You have already heard this morning about the new Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change report that has come out with what was a conclusion that surprised some, but that was only a confirmation for those of us who listen to Mother Earth. And that confirmation is quite simple. We are running out of time to do the right thing. We are running out of time to do what is not just morally responsible, but perhaps even more importantly, the only morally acceptable thing to do in our generation, which is to ensure that generations to come have the livelihood and the well-being that we have been able to enjoy on Mother Earth. Now, as we face the challenge of pursuing a path of only increasing 1.5 degrees, that is a major challenge. And as we pursue that, I would say we all, because we're all human beings, we all fall into at least 3 temptations. And today I wanted to put those temptations out for us so that we're mindful about not falling into them. The first temptation, it is very tempting to look at the past with respect to the present and point a blaming finger, in particular to those who we judge are not acting with responsibility. My dear brothers and sisters, that is actually excluding some from our loving space. So when we see that temptation, we are called upon to expand the arc of our love. To, yes, absolutely, stand in resolute solidarity with those who are most vulnerable, but also, and perhaps more difficultly, to stand in loving and active expectation of everyone to do the right thing, to make the right choices, and to take the right decisions. Not easy, but fundamental for us to do. The second temptation that most will fall into is to fall into the bad habit of believing that there is a contradiction between what we want and what the world needs. What we want as human beings on Mother Earth and what she needs. I would say that if we truly understand what we truly want, it is what the world needs. We want to live in harmony with nature. What the world needs is more protection of all natural habitats. Same thing. What we want is more food security, less water insecurity, and what the world needs is this restoration of degraded lands. Same thing. What we want is in those cities that are there, less pollution, cleaner air, and what the world needs is less coal and less fossil fuels. Same thing. What we want is electricity for everyone. 1.3 billion people who still do not have electricity. What the world needs is renewable energy that can provide that power to every single human being on this earth. So my friends, as we raise our gaze to the true aspirations of humankind, we realize that what we want is what the world needs. And my third temptation that I would just like to warn us about is the temptation to feel frustrated, to get angry, to give up altogether, to say, we're not going to do this. It's too difficult, it's too complex, it's too expensive, and furthermore, it's all too late. No, I'm sorry. In front of that temptation, we are called upon to nourish our arc of conviction, to see in our mind's eye what we want to achieve. How do we want to change the world? What is the world that we really want to turn over to future generations? And then no matter what the barriers, no matter what the challenges that are going to arise, because they always do, no matter what the barriers and challenges, apply our resolute steadfastness, because we know we're on the right side of history. We know we're doing the right thing by the future generations. So my dear brothers and sisters, working together in what I would call radical collaboration with each other that knows no boundaries between countries, between peoples, between sectors, between economies, no boundaries, radical collaboration, by strengthening the arc of love, the arc of coherence, and the arc of conviction, let us together ensure that we shall heal the earth, and in so doing, we shall heal ourselves and each other. Thank you.